Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet. I found a video of a flight attendant that wanted to make the safety announcement a little more fun.
Remain seated, immediately pull the mask towards you to start the flow launch. Place that bright yellow mask over your nose and mouth. Secure it behind your heavy elastic strap. Pull on the two loose ends at the front to tighten. Please on your own mask prior.
This guy accidentally bought her a $500 gift card instead of a $50 card.
Hold it up! Where'd you get it at?
Call the back of
Starbucks?
the car,
I got it at
Let me show you. You can detect the color of street lights, the cars in front of you, next to you. You can even detect this pedestrian here. Check it out. And it even can detect the difference between a sedan and a pickup truck.
This dad tried to slap his son with cheese when he wasn't looking.
What is this? How does that even break? Is she pulling it on too hard? Where's the weak point?
If you can see your own reflection in your car tires, then it's probably time to get some new ones.
I don't feel safe. No, I don't feel safe, G.
This pigeon enjoys receiving some heavy pets. Someone was kind enough to record what the top of Mount Everest looks like so you don't have to climb to see for yourself.
Nice.
A few
Well, there's
days
so many
ago,
people there. That devalues the value of climbing it.
NASA launched the most powerful telescope ever made into space. It's called the James Webb Telescope, and it's 100 times more powerful than the Hubble telescope. A telescope this powerful will allow us to see deeper into space than ever before.
Okay.
This was sadly
Shoot him in
my
the
last
face.
video I will ever make in 2021, so I'll see you guys in 2022. Later. Someone was kind enough to record what the top of Mount Everest looks like.
Okay. The truth about China and Africa.
Unbeknownst to the world, something in January 2008, unbeknownst to the world, something shady was happening off the southern coast of Sri Lanka. Construction was beginning on a shiny new 4,000-acre port in the tiny town of Hambantota. 85% of the $361 million price tag was paid for with Chinese loans. But this, on its own, was no cause for concern. China's Exim Bank funds thousands of projects around the world. What was strange was the location. Positioned between the Suez Canal and Strait of Malacca, tens of thousands of ships pass by each year on their way between Europe and Asia, one of the busiest transcontinental routes.
Yes.
Yet, Sri Lanka, with a population of 21 million, already had a profitable functioning port just 100 miles northwest, in Colombo, the world's 25th busiest, in fact. So why then build a second so close in such a small town and at such great expense? Sure enough, this skepticism would soon be vindicated.
China's being
In
censored?
2012, 3,667 ships berthed at the neighboring port of Colombo. 2 years had passed then since the opening of Hambantota, yet it attracted just 34. By 2016, the project had lost $230 million according to its own Ministry of Finance. And there's more. In addition to the seaport, an equally pristine and equally empty airport was built nearby. The last remaining airline pulled out in 2018 due to insufficient demand. Its long runway and modern terminal may now be used for long-term parking. So, if not profit, what motivated these extravagant investments? It all begins to crystallize when you just zoom out.
Bulldog,
Sri Lanka is geographically blessed not only with proximity to global shipping lanes, it's also just 34 miles at its closest point to India, one of China's closest rivals. Coincidence? Maybe. But then in 2017 came what many see as the smoking gun. Unable to pay back its many multi-million-dollar loans, Sri Lanka was forced to hand over the port and 15,000 acres around it to China. It didn't take a wild imagination to see how the country then already notorious for making illegal claims in the South China Sea might use this strategic outpost for more than mere shipping. Since then, close observers have watched the same early warning signs play out around the globe.
Zach,
Tajikistan, Djibouti, Ethiopia, Kyrgyzstan, Angola, Nigeria. What could once be dismissed as circumstantial, many now argue has become a neo-colonial playbook. It's called
the debt trap.
Debt trap diplomacy.
Debt trap diplomacy.
Here's what happens. First, China approaches a small impoverished nation, usually in Africa, with an offer it can't refuse. Stadiums, palaces, roads, ports, it doesn't really matter what it is.
Nice.
Between 2000 and 2019, Chinese banks have loaned an estimated $153 billion to African governments alone.
They're just helping them.
Looking at a map, it's hard to find a place on the continent that hasn't taken Chinese loans. Inevitably, the project fails. Trains sit empty, airports open without flights, roads lead to nowhere, and an oil refinery runs at just 6% capacity. In fact, it almost seems like China wants them to fail. Finally, the coup de grace. After the fanfare has subsided and the recipient country is left right back where it started, plus crumbling roads and mountains of debt, in swoops China. It
Seems like fake news
this
to
purest
me.
port into the Mediterranean because it was.
Let's see. In my country, Rwanda, in Africa, we have benefit of a ruthlessly efficient government. Part of that is making really good deals with China. Part of the deal is Chinese firms need their workers to have a Rwanda majority.
Or Germany. This data suggests recipients have some degree. Well, neither. Vicious
Conclusion.
21st century Marshall Plan on steroids, or B, one giant Trojan horse designed to bankrupt poor countries and put the People's Liberation Army in every corner of the globe. Well, neither. It's not much of a plan at all.
I missed the part where this is my problem, though. China can't get to Sweden.